The Quran has warned us mankind many times about this. But let us go through the Quran to understand how, for example, the Jews and Christians have managed to corrupt, distort, change, manipulate their scriptures, and now, the sectarian Sunnis, Shiites, Sufis, have managed to fit their narratives through manipulation of their languages into some selected words and phrases in the Quran. We begin by analyzing Quran 2, verse 75.
Absolutely. Let's start this deep analysis with Quran 275, using the Quran as its own dictionary and lens, in line with your view. That the Quran exposes how past communities like the Jews and Christians corrupted their revealed scriptures, and how now sectarians like the Sunnis, Shiites, and Sufis are repeating the same corruption, not by physically altering the text, but by distorting the meanings of words, manipulating the grammar, inventing religious terminology, and selectively redefining Quranic concepts using modern-day Arabic and man-invented religion. أفتطمعون أن يؤمنوا لكم وقد كان فريق منهم يسمعون كلام الله ثم يحرفونه من بعد ما عقلوه وهم يعلمون. Not mistranslated. Do you then hope that they would believe you when a group of them used to hear the words of Allah, then they knowingly distorted it after they had understood it? Breakdown. Using Quran as its own dictionary. Yasma'una kalam Allah. They heard the words of Allah. This is the exact phrase also used for the Quran itself. See 9:6, 7, 204, 39, 23. These were people who heard and understood divine scripture, i.e., the original uncorrupted message. ثُمَّ يُحَرِّفُونَهُ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا عَقَلُوهُ. They altered/distorted it after they understood it. This is not about innocent mistakes or ignorance. The distortion happened after full comprehension, a willful, intellectual corruption. It's not about changing ink on paper, it's changing interpretations, definitions, connotations, intended purposes. وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ, and they knew what they were doing. This confirms it's not a case of misinterpretation or poor memory. It was premeditated, calculated, and institutional. Implications and modern parallel. Just like the Jews distorted Sabbath, Messiah, and chosen people into tribal superiority and rituals, the Christians distorted Spirit, Son of God, and Gospel into mythology and clergy power. Now, sectarians, Sunnis, Shiites, Sufis have redefined ṣalāh into a ritual prayer done facing a structure, turned siyām into ritual fasting based on the lunar calendar, not self-discipline, corrupted Islam into a sectarian religion tied to historical Arab identity, turned rasūl from message bearer into the best man ever born who must be obeyed alongside God. And they've done this while reading and reciting the Quran, claiming to believe in it, promoting deen while violating it. Just as 275 says, they distorted the meanings after understanding them. Cross-referenced warnings in the Quran. Let's briefly mention verses that expand this idea. Verse warning or description of corruption. Woe to those who write the book with their hands, then say this is from Allah. Invention of hadith here, fabricated books. A group misquotes the book with their tongues, thinking you won't notice. Distortion via paraphrasing and reinterpretation. Distorted the words from their proper places. Literal manipulation of key terms. Every prophet had enemies from mankind and jinn who inspired each other with adorned speech to deceive. Exactly what religious scholars and storytellers now do. Only those who disbelieve in Allah's signs fabricate lies. Deliberate falsification is kufr. Do not listen to this Quran, but talk over it so you may overcome. The origin of distraction through religious noise, rituals, and secondary texts. Summaran 275 is not about ancient history. It is a template describing how corruption always occurs. People hear the true message, then distort its words, context, or purpose, not due to ignorance, but after fully comprehending the truth. They do this intentionally to serve ego, authority, or comfort. Would you like to proceed to Quran 279 next to further expose how people fabricate scriptures and attribute them to God, just like hadith tafsir and sectarian doctrines?